Hi, this is Melanie with Red Clover Reader, and at Red Clover Reader, we are on a mission to help independent authors reach a wider audience and to help families find great, diverse stories that are fun and to create a healthy, safe space for kids online. Today, we're talking with Brenda Major and Mia Dawson. Hi, ladies.
Hi, how are you, Melanie?
Good. So thanks for joining us today. And you two are co-authors of a series of books about a little boy named Neo. Is that right?
That's right. Yep.
Neo. And so in Neo, I think we're talking about Neo and the Blue Balloon, but you've written Neo and the Blue Balloon and then Not All Frogs Are Green.
Right. Yep.
Are there any other books in that series yet?
There are a total of 7, but these are the first 2 that have been published so far.
Okay, great. Cool. So 7 adventures of Neo.
Yes.
And so Neo, the inspiration for Neo, he's actually a real kid that you guys are involved with, right?
Yeah, it's actually my son.
Oh, okay.
He's my little boy.
All right. Cool. Great. So can you tell me a little bit about your inspiration, how your son helped kind of inspire you ladies to start writing these books?
Yes, my Neo is on the autism spectrum, and
Okay.
it was about when he was about 3. And I was kind of getting tired of, as the mother, just going through all the therapies and having to go from this doctor to this doctor, and I kind of want to escape that a little bit and have something enjoyable that we can do together. And Neo loves to read. And so I contacted Brenda, who has been a mentor to me, who's been a tutor to Neo, who's been a part of our family, about creating books in a series for Neo.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And what does your son think about them?
He loves them.
Okay.
We had a book fair actually this Saturday, and he was there, and we were actually on our 3rd one, and he knows that. So he's like, hey, where's the 3rd one at, Mom? So he's very aware of Neo.
Okay.
He loves the character and everything. Yeah.
Cool. Is there anything special about the way that they're written that can appeal to kids on the spectrum?
Really, there are. Mia decided that it would be a good idea to incorporate colors with each book, so we have a different color for each book. And we ran those past Neo and some other kids, so they were very instrumental in helping us to decide on the colors that were most appealing to kids. The thing that I think kids on the autism spectrum will gravitate toward with Neo is these adventures really take place at his home or in his backyard or at the pet store. So it's Neo and his imagination, and everything responds to him. So in his world, a squirrel will talk. A rock will laugh. Even a fence will talk later in the series. And, he would make friends or try to make friends with a balloon. So we know that a lot of kids who are on the spectrum have difficulties with socialization. So in his imagination, he is able to make friends a lot more easily because he's not making friends with people so much as he is with objects.
Can you tell me a little bit about when the collaboration between the ladies started?
It actually began about 4 years ago, and it doesn't even seem like it's been that long, because the real Neo just turned 9, and when we started writing, he was 5. So it's been about 4 years.
I am not the writer. I'm not. I write. I shouldn't say that. I write. I do a lot of but I did a lot of devotional writing. Nothing published. I do a lot of devotional writing. I never saw myself writing kids series books, and so this is very new for me. I'm enjoying it. I love the way everything's coming about and the new things I'm learning. But I know Brenda's wanted to be a writer since she was a little girl, so it's something that's different for her. Yeah.
I've been writing stories, plays, and so forth since I was about 10. I had some poems published several years ago, but this is the first children's book that a series that's been published. So we are really excited.
Yes, yes.
So who's the ideal reader for the Neo series? And am I referring it to the right way, or do you guys have a different way that you're?
I think that's a pretty good way to put it. The ideal reader is, first of all, a kid with a really vivid imagination, a kid who can look at a book and see an image or an illustration on that book and just let his mind or her mind just really soar from there.
Cool. And what about age range?
Actually, about ages 10 and under would be ideal.
Okay. Okay, great.
Because even if you have a child who's not old enough to read yet, the illustrations are so vivid that kids will sit and watch as you read to them.
Yeah.
And these books are what we would call read-along books.
Mm-hmm.
So they're designed for kids. In fact, I just gave some to a little girl who just turned 4 for her 4th birthday. And so in the inscription, I said, okay, first, mommy will read them to you. And then later, you and mommy will read them together, and then you will read them to some other little kids. So that's the way that the books are designed.
All right. So, can you ladies give us any tips, either for parents or for young readers, that you'd like to share?
Concerning writing, like writing a book, or in what area would you put tips?
Anything about something that you might tell a kid to encourage them to read more, maybe even somebody on the spectrum, and then maybe offer some sort of advice to parents to help get their kids to read. Anything from your own lives,
For kids who are gravitating toward the books, and we've looked at that, and we've seen how kids will respond even just to the cover or to the character of Neo. You don't have to know how to read to really enjoy these books. So even a parent who's just trying to get her kid to engage, just give them the book and let them kind of flip through the pages first, and just to kind of get familiar, and then they may ask you questions, and then that's an invitation for the parent to then, well, let me read it with you, and help you to really interpret what it means. I think the other cool thing about our books is the bonus section at the end of each book, which includes the devotionals that Mia writes, and also questions that parents can ask to their kid about what they've read. So we may be tackling themes like courage or friendship, and they may ask a question that's related to the characters, and then ask a question, well, tell me about a time when you had to be brave. So it really helps with reading comprehension too.
And that's an area where my Neo struggles with. So it was very interesting. Brenda and I both thought that would be good, so we can ask even him, hey, what did you learn about Neo and the Blue Balloon? What did you learn about what character? And then I can start a conversation with him, because that's his area of weakness, is comprehending what he reads. He'll read it, and he can read really well, but he may not have understood everything that he's read. So that's what we've seen as far as comprehension.
Okay, well, I have 2 more questions for you. One is to talk a little bit and just kind of speak to your experience with self-publishing and how that worked out for you guys. And then the other one is about bullying. You said that you might have some initiatives in the future surrounding some education around bullying. So can you talk a little bit about those 2 things?
Our first book, we used a self-publishing company. We used Lulu.
Okay.
One of the things we realized that while they were very good to work with, the thing about self-publishing, which is why we love Red Clover Reader, is because it's the marketing aspect that's primarily left to the authors to do. So any platform that helps authors who are self-publishing to be able to do that and to get their books into the hands of that appreciative audience is great. Then Mia decided that, hey, let's try a different self-publishing company. So,
and we went with the second one, which is Christian Faith Publishing, and they were, for us, more hands-on. They were more, they helped us along the process a lot more, and they also are a distributor, so that helps in the marketing, because they have a distributing part where they can distribute the books into different markets, where I guess we didn't really see that, or we didn't get that from Lulu.
Not as much.
It was not as much. It was just a different aspect.
Yeah.
So that's when you're self-publishing, you're going to have to look at which one fits you and how does it work. And, and that's just us learning the process. So both companies were wonderful, but both of them had strengths and weaknesses.
Another thing that we really wanted to do, because as you know, it's really hard to break in with an established publisher. You've got to send your books and wait and hope and get the, sorry, we're not looking at new, you know, submissions right now, or you get stuck in a stack that's, you know, 3 years high. And oftentimes they want you to use their illustrators. And so one of the things that was important to us is that we be able to use our illustrator, who is a young woman in Champaign, Illinois, Chloe Vaselio. And this is Chloe's passion as well, to illustrate children's books. And she's got some experience working with kids in her church who are on the autism spectrum. So we wanted to make sure that we were able to keep Chloe as that illustrator too.
Okay, yeah.
Then you had asked us about bullying. One of the things that we're going to be doing when we go into the schools is to talk to parents and kids about being a friend to somebody who may be a little bit different. So coming out of your comfort zone and not just kind of going along with the crowd and laughing or pointing when somebody is a little bit different than you are. But learning how to be a friend and to appreciate that person and their differences. So we're going to work on some little fun exercises that we can do with the kids when we go in and do the readings.
Yeah, well, I think that's a great initiative, and we'd love to be kept updated and hear about how that develops. And that's a really great program.
Thanks.
So thanks a lot, ladies. I really appreciate your time tonight, and we appreciate you. We're glad that you found Red Clover Reader, and we're excited about working together. Yeah, so thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good night.
Okay, this is Melanie, and this has been a Red Clover Reader author interview, and we're talking with Mia Dawson and Brenda Major tonight. So thanks very much, ladies. Check out their book, Neo in the Blue Balloon, and then look for also Neo, other books in the Neo Adventure series, Not All Frogs Are Green, and then your third one is coming out soon. What's the title of that?
That one is called My Very, Very, Very Orange Day.
Okay, that one seems exciting. My Very, Very, Very Orange Day. Okay, thanks a lot, ladies.
Thank you, Melanie.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.